Wasing Park, in which we are now met, has been duly sanctioned according to the law for the celebration of marriages. And we are gathered here today to witness the joining in matrimony of Joshua Toby White and Lois Sarah Preston. Josh and Lois would like to thank you all for coming today to celebrate their new life together as a married couple. It means a great deal to them that you can be here to share in their happiness and to witness their marriage vows. Ladies and gentlemen, can I ask you to be upstanding for the entrance of the bridal party? To you all, and a very warm welcome to Wasing Park, and a particularly warm welcome to our bride and groom. Marriage requires devotion, the ability to listen, the wisdom to know when you're wrong, and the humility to put things right. But most of all, it requires unquestioning love.
I'm so happy. The symbolic vows that you're about to make are a way of saying to one another, you know all those things we've promised and hoped and dreamed? Well, I meant it all, every word. Look at one another and remember this moment in time. Before this moment, you have been many things to one another. Acquaintance, friend, companion, lover, dancing partner, and even teacher, for you have learned so much from one another in these last few years. Now you shall say a few words that will take you to a new chapter in your life, where things will never quite be the same. For after these vows, you shall say to the world, this is my husband and this is my wife.
I, Joshua Toby White,
I, Joshua Toby White,
take you, Lois Sarah Preston,
take you, Lois Sarah Preston,
to be my wedded wife.
to be my wedded wife.
I, Lois Sarah Preston,
I, Lois Sarah Preston,
take you, Joshua Toby White,
take you, Joshua Toby White,
to be my wedded husband.
to be my wedded husband.
Sometimes love just wants to go out for a nice long walk because love loves exercise. It runs around the block and leaves you panting. It pulls you in several directions at once or winds around and around you until you're all wound up and can't move. But love makes you meet people wherever you go. Love who have nothing in common but to stop and look and talk to each other on the street. Throw things away and love will bring them back again and again and again. But most of all, love needs love, lots of it. And in return, love loves you and never stops.
One time, long ago, I told you how I love the way you live your life. And I want to use this opportunity to tell you and everyone here what I mean. I love your laugh, I love your smile, I love the way you always put people before you. I love the way you have the ability to talk to any person and put them at ease. I love the way you take all of the big things in your stride, but take the really little things to heart. I love the way you don't realise how special a person you are. I love the way you continually ask me how I am. I love the way you always expect me to hear you through walls. But most of all, I love you. The past 10 years have been the best of my life. From going out for a bucket of Coronas to staying in and binge watching Game of Thrones, we have never really had a dull moment. We have laughed, cried, challenged each other, grown as people, and grown in our relationship together. As we move into this new and exciting stage of our journey, I want to make sure that I get set out some attainable goals for me to achieve, but most importantly, ones that we can refer back to as we start our married life. I promise to try and put my pants and socks in the washing basket. I promise to try to stop biting my nails and picking my nose, even when I think you aren't looking. I promise to care for you when you're hungover, even when you say it definitely has nothing to do with the amount you drunk, but it's definitely the type of wine. I promise to tell you I love you every night before we go to sleep. I promise to be your biggest cheerleader in your life, your own personal hype man. Most importantly, I promise to love you, support you, and cherish you for as long as you'll have me. I love you more today than I did yesterday, and tomorrow I love you more than I did today. You're not just my best friend and the love of my life, but you're much more than that. You make me a better person, and I can't wait to spend the rest of my life with you, my wife.
Josh, I can't believe that we're here on our wedding day. The lead up to today has been relatively stress-free. Minus a nearly lost wedding suit and me not being able to find shoes I felt special in. But here we are, another life event that has gone so to plan because of how you are with me. You always listen, even when I think you aren't. You take time to talk things through, and you really take note of my feelings, and I love that about you. You may say that I'm emotionally high maintenance, but you make sure you know how much you love maintaining me. No matter what you do, you always make me feel special. When asked, you and I could never say it was love at first sight, but you are my kono yokan, a Japanese phrase I learnt when I met you. I didn't tell you that. On all my favourite trips to Japan. It means it's not love at first sight, but the feeling when you meet somebody and you know you're going to fall in love with them. I always had that feeling with you, ever since our very first date. Our first date is still our best memory, not only for it being the best date, but I knew I could not be without you. That day, you opened my eyes quite literally when you lent me your glasses. You made me feel so loved and happy, and certainly made me laugh. Since then, you have continued to make sure I love myself for being me, and you always make our time together fun. I love the way that you look at me when you miss me, the way you hug me after a long day, the way you embrace me when we have our happy moments to share, but most importantly, the way you comfort me in those sad times too. I always say back to you, I love you more, but I don't mean I love you more than you love me. I mean I love you more than anything that could come between us, because I love you the most. You really can't help who you fall in love with, but you can continue to choose to love them every day. I'm so happy I fell in love with you, and I promise you will continue to be my first choice to love. I promise to continue to be there for you whenever you need me, and lastly, continue to put up with you leaving your pants on. The real kind of love. We have had so many amazing journeys together, and this is the start of another. Here's to our great love adventure. I love you more.
We all hope that the feelings of love and commitment that you have expressed here today will continue to deepen and grow throughout the coming years. So it now gives me the greatest of pleasure to tell you that you are husband and wife.
Welcome for the very first time, Mr. and Mrs. Preston White.
So of course, I would like to say thank you for every single one of you being here. It really means a lot to us. The biggest thank yous to you. From the day we met, you made me feel special. You never tried to change me and love me for the way I am. My girls will vouch for that, as they wouldn't have let you stay if you did. You honestly make me feel like I'm the most important person in the world. You do everything in your power to make me happy. Thank you for choosing me. I'm so proud to now call you my husband. So if everybody would now like to raise their glass to my love, my husband, my best friend, Josh.
You're a tremendous friend, and I'm proud to call you my best friend. And we haven't lived in the same country for a very long time now, but our relationship continues to grow. Lois, you're loud and sweet, to the point and full of love. It's great to have such a wonderful relationship with my best friend's partner. I love you very much, and I'm delighted to share this moment today with you. So let's all raise a glass to Josh and Lois. I
want nothing more than the best for Josh, and I know in Lois he's found the best person for him, a true teammate for life, even if it is replacing me. I feel honoured to have spent the last 10 years watching your relationship grow and flourish, from those trips around the M25 where the logistics just wouldn't work, to your first flats in Guildford and eventually becoming your first house, through to a huge step of moving to Copenhagen and becoming incredibly European.
I think the world of Josh, and he's definitely become part of our family. And most importantly, he makes Lois very happy. So I've not only gained a fantastic son-in-law, but also a great friend. Lois, we love you dearly, and we're so proud of you. Lois and Josh, wishing you lots of happiness, starting the next chapter in your love story. To the bride and groom, Lois and Josh.
Lois, you look absolutely breathtaking. You've made me the luckiest man today, and I'm so proud to be your husband. You're the love of my life, and I'm so proud to be your husband and to be able to call you my wife. So, if you could please all stand, and for the last time, to Lois.